What is one way to help solve violence? Marshall B. Rosenberg is the creator of nonviolent communication, and he has some wonderful mechanisms and philosophies around how to communicate in such a way that it lessens and or removes the violence. And it's it's a lot of intake in terms of trying to wrap your brain around it all, but I really enjoy this quote. He says, all violence is the result of people tricking themselves into believing that their pain derives from other people, and that consequently those people deserve to be punished. It's a pretty bold statement. When we're projecting out to other people and we think those people are the cause of anything, two real big things happen. The first is we remove total control, right? We move ourselves to the effect side of the equation. And when we're on the effect, we're a victim. We're powerless. When we move to the cause side of the equation, we gain our power back. We have the ability to then change whatever it is, our environment, our thoughts, our beliefs. And then the other half is punishment. We somehow, when we say I forgive you, we think we're letting them off the hook. But really the I forgive you is more about your own internal state than it is about the other person. When we have anger towards somebody, for example, or hate or jealousy or any of the negative emotions for that matter, we're carrying the burden, not the other person. So when you think about letting those emotions go or healing them or forgiveness or however you want to describe it, it's really more about letting the energy within inside of you go and allowing that to release. Whereas justice or punishment or any of those other types of terms is all about the other person. And this is where we kind of get into a little bit of trouble sometimes. And I think he kind of really hits it, where if we allow ourselves to be controlled by an outside force, we lose control ourselves, and therefore we lash out. And I really encourage you to kind of look up some of his work. It's quite brilliant. And when we start leading with empathy and we start figuring out what the other person's needs are and how to meet those needs, we kind of tear down the artificial barriers that come up. Because when people are in pain, when people have needs that aren't being fulfilled, they tend to do things that they don't necessarily want the results of because they think that will help their need, but they're just not connected. So I'll leave that with you today, and I hope you enjoy, and I encourage you to look up nonviolent communication. See you guys tomorrow.